Let's jump in with the women first with Coach Larry Vickers, his first year. We have already broken down who those opponents were going to be, although now we know how it's going to lay out for him in terms of a schedule. So let's spend a little bit of time looking through that. I'm going to walk through this as quickly as I can for you. We'll give some comments about it as well. We're going to open up at Mississippi State, home for Tennessee, at Texas, home for Florida and Bama, at Vanderbilt, home for Oklahoma and South Carolina, at Ole Miss, at Florida, LSU at home, at Texas A&M, at Missouri, Georgia, and Kentucky to round out the year, with and Arkansas on the road. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed that one. It'll be the last game of the year, and then the SEC tournament will be in Greenville, South Carolina, March 4th through the 8th. That'll take you January 1st all the way to March 8th in the SEC tournament here. Austin, if I had to ask you what stuck out to you from that list, what would you say? If anything does.
It's always ridiculous not playing Alabama twice.
Florida's twice, folks.
Put
Come
that
on,
out there. Makes no sense.
No sense.
It's, at least we play them once. It's not like softball, but we won't get into all that tonight. To transition into that, Alabama being on a midweek, I'm kind of like, that kind of stinks. But
it's a lot of questionable things. Do y'all not know where the money is made, right?
Questionable things for sure. Obviously, you get big ones at home with Tennessee, LSU, Georgia, South Carolina, obviously. So, a really big home slate. We discussed that when we talked about the opponents and where they'll be. As far as the order, I like that, it's kind of ebbs and flows here. You got a couple home games, then on the road, a couple more home games, then on the road for 2 back. So, it's nothing spread out too much as far as they're gone for a long time or they're here for a long time. So certainly plenty of opportunities to get to see this team, a brand new team for all intents and purposes, with Coach Vickers at the helm and all the things. So a really exciting year for Auburn women's basketball, and there's plenty of really good opponents for you to get a chance to see too.
Listen, I don't know that you could have picked a better overall home schedule for your first year as head coach of the Auburn Tigers. At home, you get Tennessee, Florida, you get Alabama, you get Oklahoma, South Carolina, LSU. We already know that LSU and South. You get both South Carolina and LSU. Those are the two powers right now in women's college basketball, but also in the SEC. And listen, we're not going to sit here and say that they're going to upset them in year one. It's happened recently where we've upset one of those under a different head coach. But if you're going to pull that off, it's better to do it at home. So I think kicking the SEC year off with Tennessee, that pedigree for women's basketball, there's no better way to just show out. For the Auburn family needs to show up and show out for that first SEC home game versus Tennessee.
Where does Coach Vickers get his first home SEC win?
To me, I will say I feel like it'll be in that Florida and Alabama thing. I'll be honest with you, I'm not as familiar where Tennessee's at these days. I'm just more speaking about their pedigree. It could be the first Tennessee game if he's got them going in the right direction. I know we had a complete overhaul of the roster, so that leaves a lot of questions. But if you've got two cracks at very good teams and two rivals in a sense, Florida and Alabama at home back to back, I feel like one of those definitely has got to fall in your favor. So Texas, I feel like is usually probably a little bit better. I just feel like it's going to be difficult on the road in the SEC as it always is under a first-year head coach. So that's where I'm going to assume it comes in. Do you differ in any way?
No, I think you're right. I think his first SEC win and his first home SEC win will both be Florida. That's going to be my prediction for you today. I wanted to say Alabama, but that's my birthday, and just look, you can't have all these good things at one time, so we'll just say Florida.
Well, I was going to say I'll just differ and go more specific. I'll say Alabama, so we'll see who's right. You predict Florida's, and I'll pick Alabama. I am hoping you're right, though, because I want that win to come first to Florida, so then they can beat Alabama and have 2 in a row at home. There you go. That's what we'll take. So there's your opportunities to come see the women's basketball team in SEC play. When we get the full schedule, we'll obviously take a look at that too.